Does Tomb Raider music make you feel things and think things that might not necessarily be depicted on screen at that particular moment? If you find yourself analysing the music, you are definitely not alone. In this video, I'll be talking through a musical analysis written as part of an article series for AOD20 by Alex from Croft Music Creation on Instagram. And if you like to support fan-made Tomb Raider music, I highly recommend you check out his channel. The following are Alex's theories on the purpose of music in The Angel of Darkness. Tomb Raider's music compositions have been crafted to reach amazing levels of greatness. Tomb Raider 3 and Anniversary's soundtracks remain true music score masterpieces to me, but Peter Connolly's work for Angel of Darkness is just out of this world. No other video game music score has really achieved that kind of emotional level. And as I replayed the game, several hypotheses came to mind about its purpose. So ladies and gentlemen, let me share my theories on the Angel of Darkness music score with you. The Angel of Darkness main theme is a mesmerising, emotional musical journey. And my theory is that this music serves as a premonition of all of the events that are going to happen in The Angel of Darkness. So let's break it down. It starts dark and enigmatic with light orchestration, possibly representing Lara's arrival in Paris, feeling a bit lost and confused before meeting with Von Croy. Then the chord changes to a much more tense feeling with strong, dark brass and vibrating strings, representing perhaps Lara's confrontational meeting with Von Croy. The strings climax to reach a big crash of cymbals, potentially symbolic of Von Croy's murder. The pulsating drums with strings and brass stress accents feel like Lara is confused, not sure of what happened. She's forced to run away and she's chased by the police. Then we have references to the classic Tomb Raider theme motif. It's a much more fierce and epic vibe. Lara finally finds clues for the murder, she regains some confidence, and begins tomb raiding again, searching for the Obscura paintings in the Louvre's archaeological dig site. Then this very soft, romantic feeling with delicate strings swoop in and out with a much lighter tone, befitting of Lara's encounter with Curtis. The music then returns to the beginning of the track, Lara returning to the scene of the crime. There's reminiscence of her initial emotional state when she last met Von Croy. The music theme changes quickly and Lara is now back to her brave and fierce persona. The chord progressions are a bit brighter and she's now on the right path to discover the truth, and she's now teaming up with Curtis, which is a very important bonding for Lara. Then the chords change to a much darker, sad feeling, similar to the beginning when her friend Werner is murdered. The final fight against Eckhart is tough. Curtis, another important person for Lara, seems to have been killed, leaving Lara sad, disorientated. Then at last, the enigmatic ending theme leaves a to-be-continued feel. Lara takes the Chirugai and understands her quest is not over, and she walks, determined to solve the mystery. Is the music in this game used as a metaphor for Lara's emotions? Unlike the other Tomb Raiders, I believe that the Angel of Darkness is using music to depict the emotions that Lara is going through for the entire adventure. For example, in Paris, the orchestral music can represent Lara's tormented thoughts, as the Parisian streets are filled with dark, scary orchestral music that almost never stops playing. My opinion is that this music is a representation of all of the ruminations and dark thoughts running through Lara's head. She does not feel like a fierce Tomb Raider at this stage. She struggles to focus as her thoughts are playing endlessly in her head, just like the dark orchestral music playing continuously in your headphones as you play this part of the game. The soft, ambient electronic music could represent Lara's focus and drive. It's only as Lara slowly regains confidence through her journey that the orchestral music becomes less and less present, leaving room for some soft, atmospheric, electronic music, or even long phases of total silence. This can be interpreted as a depiction of Lara's progressive, recovered control over her tormented thoughts, and a return to her trademark drive and focus. Lara's adrenaline gauge could also be represented by the military drums throughout the game. As it progresses, strong orchestral music only gets used for punctual adrenaline moments such as boss fights. It's interesting to note that almost all boss fight soundtrack displays military drums, an instrument that might represent Lara's accelerating heartbeat as she fights. But where are the world music influences? The Angel of Darkness is the only game in the Tomb Raider franchise not to feature world music instruments in its music score. In other Tomb Raiders, the music is meant to reflect the environment, the events that are happening. So when Lara travels to India or Italy or Ghana or Egypt, the music plays accordingly to make the player travel to these places. But in the Angel of Darkness, the aim might not be to use the music to take you to travel to these places, but to grant you access to Lara's emotional journey and mindset. So at the end of the day, there's no real need to work on super realistic facial expressions or to include endless dialogue to have access to Lara's emotion. An amazingly crafted piece of music serves as the best evocation of Lara's feelings, as it's more subtle. I believe that Lara's adventure feels much more relatable that way. Is there any part of Tomb Raider's music that really makes you feel even more connected to Lara? Or do you even feel that any other piece of music lets you have an insight into Lara's mind? Let us know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Thank you, Alex, for sharing your article with us, and if you want to hear more of Alex's work, go and check out his channel on Instagram at Croft Music Creation. Thanks, and see you next time.